Hi, and welcome to our new annual report of the Wyss Academy for Nature. My name is Peter Messerli, and I'm happy to introduce this report to you. As last year, we try to report how we are progressing towards our vision and our mission. Now, as I'm speaking, we're still preparing our annual report, and you can find me here in the hub, East Africa, more precisely in Kenya. The hubs have been for me a personal highlight of the activities in the third year. After initial difficulties with the global pandemic, but also solving institutional problems, we are now really striving to gain momentum in our activities. And I'm very happy to invite you to visit now some of our activities here in the hub East Africa. Not only to get to know it, but also to learn how the Wyss Academy as a whole has progressed. Hi Ben, nice to see you.
Great to see you. Great to see you again. It's been a long time.
Thanks.
Good. Welcome to the hub.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Tell me, 3 years have passed. What have been your key achievements here in the hub East Africa?
Yes, we've had major achievements in the last 3 years. We have been able to build a team around the work that we are doing. And the team here is not just for the Wyss Academy as staff, but also a team that we are working with as partners.
Okay.
Apart from the team, we've been able to do so many other activities with those teams that we have built, getting people and nature coexist in harmony.
Right. Yeah, and we are standing now in one of these so-called solutionscapes.
Right.
Can you tell me something a little bit about the challenge that you try to resolve in this landscape?
Yeah. If you look at this landscape, you can see it's looking dry and it's looking so much eroded and degraded. That makes you feel that there is nothing here. Yeah, and it makes you feel that the people who also live here and the wildlife that live here are really suffering. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so as Wyss Academy, the activities that we're doing, we are trying to unlock the potential of this land that is degraded to be functioning in a way that it can support people, it can support their livelihoods, and it can support wildlife.
Let's go and have a look at the very concrete activities that we are doing.
Absolutely, you're most welcome. Yeah, there are quite a number. Yeah, please go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Hi Sheila.
Hi Pete.
Hi, nice to see you.
Yes, and you.
So, can you tell us a little bit what you're doing here?
Yes. So I'm standing in El Motiok Group Ranch. I'm standing at a site called Loru Bay. And this is a 20-acre site where we've been digging semicircular bunds. What's exciting about semicircular bunds is that it tries to limit the vicious cycle of land degradation. And the way in which it tries to do that is through stopping or limiting water flow and allowing water to infiltrate into the land. The second key point about that is once you have water infiltration, it then allows grass to grow. They're placed strategically across 20 acres. And the idea is if grass grows within the semicircular bund and it's allowed to flourish, it would spread across the entire site.
That's really fascinating. And you know, we talked a lot about innovation at the Wyss Academy. Can you tell me what is the innovation of this measure, of this, what we call incubator?
Yes. So I think there's a number of different things that are innovative about this, but I'm just going to highlight 3 of those. The first is that this is really driven by youth from this area. So this is driven by their vision. It's driven by their hopes for the future. And the Wyss Academy brought in this sort of systems thinking, so allowing this combination of technical expertise, a community-based vision, but also the testing around these incubators. And the idea is that if these sites are allowed to grow grass, if they do bring a benefit to the community, not just through pasture production, but also through a combination of other potential incubators that drive income gains for the community, that the community will own these projects and scale them up.
Really interesting. Thanks a lot. And of course, now you guys are intensively working here, and at the same time, we're building up the research team, we are building up the policy engagement center, the synthesis center, and so on. do you see a role for these other units of the Wyss Academy to play in these so-called solutionscapes?
Well, what I think is exciting, the Wyss Academy really has this combination of expertise. So we have, for example, the research teams, which really bring in their knowledge on climate, which is one of the factors that really influences the sustainability of these incubators. And we also have the research side supporting the learning, monitoring, and evaluation. So in terms of the indicators that form our baseline studies, that's really driven by the research side. Secondly, we also have the synthesis center. We think about systems, and really we talk about visions that are driven by the community, but how can we at the East Africa Hub facilitate and support those common visions? And how can we really bring these different stakeholders together at the grassroots level, but also at the global level to support systems transformation?
Great, thanks a lot for these insights. I think that's it for today.
Thanks, Pete.
With this, I would like to conclude this very brief visit to our regional hub in East Africa in Kenya. And I hope you could gain an insight on our activities and how our activities are really gaining momentum. But also, of course, and most importantly, how we have engaged great partners, great people, and a very strong team who is leading the activities here. Of course, in parallel, we have also made much progress on the 5 research teams. We have made progress on science and policy engagement, and also, of course, in the synthesis center on the management. And you can read more in our report. But I also hope that you could understand that there are lines of collaboration between the hubs and all these units. And I really look forward in the next year to make these things strong. I wish you a very nice and enjoyable reading of our annual report. I look forward to your feedback, and please stay in touch with us.